Well, as promised, now is the time to cut back our overgrown honeysuckle. It's nice and dormant. We are in midwinter. It's February, mid-February, and it's safe to give it a really good hard prune. With a honeysuckle, the best time to give it a tidy up is not long after it's flowered. And all you need to do is just take away any dead pieces and give it a light trim and put it back in its box a little bit, because they can get a little bit rampant. But in this case, I haven't done that for years, as you can see. Now, if you have something that's similar to this, you've either inherited it or you've just forgotten one that you planted many years ago like me, now is the best time to give it a really hard prune. I know it sounds really harsh giving it a very hefty prune at this time of year, and we probably will not get any flowers this summer, but for sure we will next year, and we can start to keep an eye on it thereafter and keep it tidy and in check. But in the meantime, while it's dormant, this is the safest and best time to knock this right back. The tools I'm going to be using for this job are a nice strong sharp pair of loppers and some secateurs to take away any of these bits as well. Now we're going to have to be brave here, and we are going to be taking it back to about 2.5 foot, which means all of this is going to be gone and we are going to be left with the bare trunk of this climber. I'm 5 foot tall and we're going to be taking it to about this sort of height. But first I'm going to have to take a lot of this away to even get near the trunk, which might take me a short while. Here goes. Okay, I thought I'd have a bit of a pause there to show you where I'm up to, and it gives you a good idea on how entrenched it got into this kennel here. I mean, it's still, I need to get up onto a ladder to really get into the guttering, and I think if I'd left it a few more years, it could have even damaged some of that guttering. So it does pay to keep a honeysuckle or any climber in check. And it's also ingrained itself, and it's going to be quite tricky to get this out. It might take me a little while, because it's quite literally grown through and into the wire here. Look, and look at that. You can see it's really entwined into into the wire. It's incredible. So I might have a little bit of a job getting that off, but with a bit of a tug and a push, once we've cut this away, it should come off. But it's also right up into the guttering here. So all of that needs to be taken down. And a lot of this was dead anyway. So, you know, it's going to do it the world of good sorting it out. Okay, now we're nice and close and you can see where I'm up to. We can gauge the height we can get to. So my waist, that's roughly 2.5 feet, and that is to about there on this. So I'm going to probably use that as my guide and chop away as much as possible. And it's really quite I have quite a job pulling some of these bits off, but we'll get there. So where are we? Yep, probably see, probably there. So I'm going to use that as my guide. That's better. And all these little side bits as well, they can come off so that we've got a nice clear. So there's your height. I've probably been quite generous there, but that's about where we'll take it to. And then once we've got it to our desired height, which is about there, and then I'm just going to take away any other little bits so we can just clean it up and see what we're doing. There we go. Tidy. And it'll be nice to see the fresh new shoots coming off this, and then I can just tie them carefully in a better format. And I can also get to this now, this box, which doesn't need pruning until May time. Excellent. Well, we've managed to clear most of it from the kennel, and I've lost my microphone, which we can't find because it's now getting dark. But this will now shoot from here, and we will get plenty of foliage, definitely, and maybe some flowers this year, but definitely next year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.